I'm preparing to make a pineapple upside down cake. 3 eggs, pure vanilla extract, the flour, the sugar, baking powder, stick of butter, salt, pineapple juice. Instead of using milk, I will be using pineapple juice. First, we will sift in together 2 1/4 cups of flour, 3 1/2 teaspoons of the baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix together well. After the flour, baking powder, and salt are mixed in together, set aside. Now you have to mix 1 1/2 cups of sugar and 1 whole stick of butter. The sugar and the butter should look like this after you've been mixing it for 3 to 5 minutes. Now, you're going to add 1 egg in at a time. Mixing it well. Make sure it gets all in there together. Oh my goodness, there goes some shells. You gotta pick them out. Well, if you know what to do when you drop some shells in there, pick them suckers out. Where did the other one go? One more egg. Takes 3 eggs. Mix very well. After the eggs are beaten in well, we're going to have to add in half of the flour, baking powder, and the salt into this mixture. Let's see, is this about half? Mix it well, very well. Now let me put in the other half. And you do this till it's mixed real well. Now we're going to beat in the pineapple juice, and that's going to be 1 1/4 cup of pineapple juice. And also we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. See, vanilla extract. Just 1. And you can use a blender on this. I just like using my hand. I just hand mix it. So what you do is you sit here and mix it well, or you can blend it very well. This is the way it should be looking after you've mixed or blended it very well. And this is your pineapple cake batter. Let me taste. It tastes good. It tastes just like pineapple. Pineapple cake batter. You're going to need an 8x8 baking pan with 2 tablespoons of butter. You're going to put this pan in the oven on 350. Make sure you heat the oven at 350 before you put this in. You're going to let it melt. You're going to need pure cane brown sugar, and you're going to need pineapples. Now, we're waiting for the butter to get melted in the pan in the oven. Okay, the butter is melted. Now all you do is you kind of butter the edges of it just a little. Okay, now we're fixing to put the brown sugar in, and this is for the pineapple upside down part. We're going to put some brown sugar in there. And layer it good. Make sure it covers up all the butter. On this side. Okay, now we're fixing to put in the pineapples. You're supposed to have cherries in between the pineapples, but I don't have any. So there will be no cherries, but when you put the cherries on, you put them like right in the middle of each one of these after you put the pineapples down. Let's see, we're gonna break some of these to fit them in between. I like mine pineapple-y. Okay, now after this, what you do is you're going to put in half the batter you made. This actually makes 2 of these pans, the batter I made. So I'm just doing 1 pan to show you how it's made. But you put half the batter only, and the oven is at 350, and you put it in there to cook. And then you test it every once in a while until your fork comes out clean. Okay, see? Look, still got enough for another pan. Now we're going to put this in at 350, and when it's done, I'll come back. Okay, with the other half of the batter, I just came up with another idea here. I'm going to put walnuts in this batter. And I'm fixing to make a pineapple walnut loaf. Look, I had some walnuts left over. You mix those in there like that with the leftover batter. Like so. I can't let my batter go to waste. This will be breakfast. Cut a loaf of walnut pineapple cake for breakfast. I don't have the muffin pans. I wish I did. I was looking for them. I thought I had bought me some. Anybody want to donate some muffin pans to me? I need some. Okay. Now, this is the loaf pan I'm going to use. I'm going to use thicker butter to coat it. Coat it like so. You can use oil if you want, but I like to use butter because the butter actually too sinks into it. Might go up to the top. Let me get it way up here in case it fluffs over. Looks like a loaf muffin. Gotta get it in these crevices here. Okay. Now, I know this one's gonna be tasting good. Oh, I need my yeah, see? Okay, now this one's going to cook after my pineapple upside down cake. This is the pineapple upside down cake. I just took it out of the oven. And now you've got to let it cool. After it cools, then you will flip it over. Once you flip it over, you leave the pan on so the brown sugar can drip on it, on top of the pineapples, off the bottom of the pan. Here's both of my cakes. There's the walnut pineapple loaf and my pineapple upside down cake. They're both cooling down. I gotta let them cool all the way down until before I take them out. Here's my pineapple upside down cake. I didn't have the cherries to put in it, but it still looks good and it still came out good without them. And I'm pretty sure it's still going to taste good without them. But here's the cake after it's done. This is my pineapple flavored walnut loaf that I did with the extra batter that I have. But I have already given half of it away, so that's why it looks so small. Full of walnuts, soft and moist.